I'm gonna kill Jim this turn, so we'll be done shortly.
Do it. Kill Jim this
You're
turn.
not.
Or don't. I don't know what's happening.
Twat.
I'm trusting you guys. I have no idea what's going on.
I'm going really wide. Jim cast fog and then conceded.
I love it.
I was basically gonna sit here and play out my whole deck, and Jim's just like, nope, no,
Well,
you're not.
I was gonna wait until you played out your whole deck, had haste, tapped with everything, fogged you.
Are we just playing the three of us, or do you want me to open a lobby where other people could join, and we can just have a random fourth?
That is at your guys' discretion. I usually don't play with randos quite as much because it's a lot of the fun for me is playing with friends, but at the same time, if you think having a fourth is going to help your decks work better, then don't let me stop you.
I'm not too worried
No,
about
we're gonna run it only buddies can join. So I have a room open. Once you hop in, we can hit the go button unless you're waiting on somebody.
No, I think we're good. Leanne's got she's streaming the movie for movie night. I'm streaming the magic for magic night.
But that's something I've learned from you, Evan.
Yeah.
Wait until they're convinced they're gonna kill you so that they swing out, fog them, and then swing out at them on your next turn and kill them.
If you can make it work, it's reasonably effective.
Jim, this is gonna feel like a group hug deck.
That'll be exciting. Keep.
It's always nice when my decks do what they're designed to do.
Isn't that the best, though? Especially if it didn't do what it was designed to do the first time, and then you go back and it works.
This is
I
my
changed
copy.
about
Everyone's
12
everything
cards
deck.
in the deck. Come again, Jim?
This is my copy everyone's stuff deck.
For those who may have tuned into the stream last week, this is a group hug deck I put together. Some minor changes. Still running Rashmi, Eternities, Crafter, and I'm gonna hug my opponents really hard.
Just realized I should take
Evan,
a
what are
minute.
you playing?
This is Nicol Bolas again.
It'd be nice to see it in its fullness.
See what it's
Did
supposed
you
to do.
tune it up?
I did not really mess with it yet. It only had like a game or two last time. I figured I would just kind of see where it goes. I try not to make dramatic changes to a deck after a single playtest. You know what I mean? Because like, for all I know, I just got a rough hand and it actually works fine. Donnie is actually living proof of that. If you remember, the first commander deck he made in paper was mono white angel tribal with Bruna the Fading Light as the commander, and that thing was awful. It was truly one of the worst commander decks I'd ever seen, except the second time he played it, it was absolutely brutal to run up against, and it damn near stole the game from everybody. So
yeah, I remember that.
I try not to make drastic changes off of a single playtest. Like, the deck worked. I'm reasonably happy with it. It could probably use some polishing, but I'm not going to fiddle with it too hard until I see what it does a little more.
Yeah, I usually don't, unless I knew before I started playing that I needed to change things. I usually don't until like game 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and with this deck, the primary focus was more on being themed around Bolas and less on being as lethal as possible. So a lot of the cards that are in here, there might even be better versions of them out there, but they don't have Bolas' horns on them, so it doesn't work.
Sense. Okay to me.
Oh, yeah, it's fun. Well, it's my turn. I like my turn. It's when I get to do stuff.
Yeah, these early turns are so
Yeah.
fast.
Let's see. I think I'm going to play...
Draw extra cards because of Kami too.
Yeah.
Everybody likes that.
That can be dangerous depending on what deck you're playing. But I have Reliquary Tower out, so
Everyone liked that.
I don't have Reliquary Tower out, but that's okay. That's...
Augur of Bolas was so good in Standard.
It's a good card.
it's in this deck.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I have no clue where I got it.
Yeah, this whole deck is just neat. Like, Bolas flavored things wherever possible. Lots of Amonkhet cards in here. Which was like a fun set, but I don't seem to remember it being like overly powerful.
Do you have in Bolas's clutches?
And yet it was.
Was it?
In Bolas's clutches?
I do in fact have that card, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Amonkhet and Hour of Devastation have aged really well, and like we played in that standard meta, and it didn't seem that powerful in standard. But a lot of those cards are like commander bombs. That it's done well in modern. It's been a very well aged set.
It's always nice when a set kind of gets a little bit of staying power like that. You know what I mean? It's never fun when you have like a favorite set and then just like nothing
make
from
Reliquary
it.
Tower an island for me.
What do you got?
Good for
Island
you,
Walk?
No, I'm making my Reliquary Tower an island so I can tap for color.
Well, that makes sense.
I mean, it's kind of in the ocean there, you know.
Yeah, there's
Or the
some,
sky. I
there's
don't
some
know.
nearby water. It's pretty much islandy. I mean, if the city of
Yeah.
Ravnica can be an island just because there's water there, I'm pretty sure a Reliquary Tower can be.
Yeah. Phew, getting some spells out.
Seems good.
I'm excited to see what a Jim Spellslinger deck looks like.
Hmm.
It's mostly just
Jim
draw
said
cards.
this is an everyone gets to cast my spells deck.
I mean, it sounds like fun. Hmm.
I'm sitting here with not a great hand. I've got 3 blue mana out and a card draw engine here, but I'm sitting with all green cards in my hand. No forests.
That's no fun.
So, not great.
I do actually
see
have a
what
win con in this deck, weirdly enough.
Nice job.
That's cool.
Do you want to know what it is, or do you want to wait and see?
I'm fine with being
No,
surprised. It's the
we'll
first
wait
time
and
I've seen it. I'm not in the habit of undermining the cool surprise factor of decks, especially for the first time they show up.
That's fair. It's not something you would think of.
Was that a fetch land? Look at you. Sorry, Jim. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's not the kind of win con that any sane person would think of.
Cast Dragon.
What if I don't want to discard a card?
Counterspell?
Is that an option? No, we don't want to do that either. Okay, we'll just.
This deck lets
discard a
me
card. That's
play instants and sorceries from my graveyard, so
That's
I'll just
relatively
discard an instant.
harmless.
If you look at my graveyard, there's actually a really cool card in my graveyard that I just recently learned exists.
Neat.
I think it's heckin' useful.
Like, I know green can hit flying things, but still, it's always cool to see it on a card like that.
Well, like, destroy target artifact and enchantment is very, very useful, but when you also have destroy creature on that card, I don't really care about the conditions. That's very usable.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're kidding
And
me.
3 mana is a fair amount, but in
Forest.
blue you can reduce costs.
Alright, so, guess I'll just pass.
That's the big suck.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ramp spells in hand, and they all require green.
That's awful. I'm smiling, but more as of course you do, because that's how it always goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
I won't keep a hand if I don't
We'll
have colors
discard
at this
something.
point.
I'm gonna discard Tempt with Discovery because
That's blasphemous.
by the time I get it out, it will help you guys more than it helps me.
That's probably fair.
It's fair, but I still feel personally attacked anytime someone gets rid of the tempt.
Well, I'm not super happy about it either, if it's any consolation, Jim.
I'm like trying to see if I have a way to kind of influence card draw so I can try and get you a forest. That's not really what this deck does. It's more of the forced discard sort of thing.
Yeah. No, it's okay. We'll figure it out.
Kind of neat.
Indeed. That's actually a card that I run in my Raf Concoction deck.
I'm gonna be running to the bathroom real quick.
Copy that. I'm going to be sitting in this chair.
Yeah, just hit 6 on your keyboard. You pass through the turn. I'm loving my inability to have land. Who would have thought I'd run a deck with green in it, and the 2 decks that don't have green would have better ramp than me right now?
Yeah, doesn't feel right.
Worst part is my ramp out's going to be really slow.
Well, the good news is your deck's being more helpful than anything right now, so I don't know that people are going to be mad about it.
Mm-hmm. Like, the thing is like there are other cards in here right now in my hand that are group hug cards.
Yeah.
I just don't get to play them.
Like trying to make sure I cast enough that I'm not just throwing crap out of my hand.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Harsh Mentor. Not super okay with that.
Well, so it's only when you activate an ability of an artifact, creature, or land. All of your stuff seems to be like casting cost discounts, and it's not going to penalize you for tapping for mana, for your passive abilities that are decreasing casting cost, or for casting spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you, as of now, based on what I'm seeing, you
Gentlemen,
actually...
we've entered the building.
Hey, we did it. I'm proud of you.
Let it resolve.
What do we got? Yeah, that kind of fixes your color problem pretty well, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
And that's what we have for turn. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
I mean, it's setting you up pretty well for next turn, I think.
Yeah, I mean, 6 mana is not nothing.
6 mana is more than I have.
Yeah, we're gonna continue to kind of wild out, so keep your buttholes clenched. And by wild out, I mean we're just gonna play a handful of, like, literally a fistful of ramp spells. I'm gonna have a bunch of mana and nothing to do. Real fast.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Lie. Yeah, so in other Magic news, I'm really excited for Call Time. Drops February 9th for the Kiddos Not in the Loop. Looks like a really fun set. Now that we've had a taste of modal dual-faced cards from Zendikar, and we've seen how impactful they've been, I'm really excited to see them in Kaldheim, because I think they went in some really fun design areas with the new MDFC cards. So
Definitely.
you know, waiting with bated breath. I think all the spoilers are out, so if anybody wants to check them, they can. It's gonna be a really powerful set. I don't know if it's going to be as powerful as some of the standard sets we've had recently. What was it? Eldraine was just bonkers. I mean, they banned what, like 6 cards in that set, in standard. You know, so we'll see. I think the return of snow permanents, especially snow lands in general, is really going to help out modern and legacy players that are playing with snow.
Yeah. And just new snow cards might splash up the meta there a little bit, give them some new tools to work with.
Absolutely. I know there's some fun pauper stuff mixed in there, especially with snow permanent support, because snow permanents were so good in pauper that they had to ban, was it Arkhum's Astrolabe, I think? I think that's the name of it. I'm gonna look it up right now. This is in pauper, of course.
I'd actually considered running that in this deck.
Running what?
Honor of
Astrolabe. Oh. Yeah, it's Arkham's Astrolabe. That's the one I'm thinking of. That recently, or not recently, that got banned in pauper a little while back. It was a very good card. I think it was seeing play basically in every pauper deck because snow lands are common. Hypothetically. Draw 2 cards and mass 1. That's cool.
It's not bad, and this deck doesn't run a whole lot of creatures, so it's nice to get a token up now and again.
Yeah, certainly. Alrighty. I think we're gonna do this. Cancel. What do I want to do? I think we're just gonna pass, actually.
Should I be nervous that you have 6 open mana and cast no things?
You can feel how you want about it, but keep in mind that I did take the constructive criticism of that's not a group hug pretty seriously, and I don't have a lot of like mean things per se in the deck. I might play nice things in a mean way.
Honestly, though, that's fair. Group hug has to work with what it's got, right?
Yeah. That might be like casting a spell that helps the table at your end step because I want to benefit from it first. You know?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
For the viewers, that's exactly what I want to do.
So I think I need to make a choice.
What's that?
If I start casting spells that may end up leaving people with the opinion that it's mean. But it's a Bolas deck that's kind of mean in spirit.
Yeah.
That is what it do.
So the question is, I want to use the +2. Who do I steal a card off the top of the library of? I'm torn because Tom's been super chill, but if I'm going to flip huggy type cards, I might flip something interesting that'll help everybody. I don't know what the hell Jim's deck is even doing.
My deck.
I may just kind of...
You're welcome to flip off the top of mine, though I think you're going to get weird value from either person. There's definitely some niche cards in this deck that don't...
I mean, most of mine are just
unless
draw
you're
cards.
doing my stuff.
So I'm going to borrow from Tom first, and then we'll see where it goes.
Do you have a lab in that deck, Jim?
I do not.
Oh, That's kind of a cool card.
Yeah, I mean, Mirror Gallery, it doesn't matter who puts it down. If it's down, it's down. So,
Yeah.
That's kind of neat. Sure.
There are worse things he could have flipped.
Yeah.
You get to play it for free?
Yep.
Yeah, without paying mana cost. Cool.
I don't think that's really like a card that ruins your game plan either, because it just affects everybody. So that works out well enough.
It's in the deck because I want to play it, so.
Yeah.
I mean, the number of times I've accidentally copied one of my creatures that's a legendary are pretty high, so that might be helpful depending on circumstance.
So it's turn 7, and we really haven't done, like, I think all damage on board is self-afflicted at this point.
Yes. Let
So-
the hate flow through.
I'm gonna go ahead and swing with one creature. I stole a card from Tom, so I'm gonna bop Jim with a creature, and then we'll just kind of maneuver from there.
Seems fair.
Yeah. It's 4 damage, it's not the worst. Yeah, that seems
That's
about
real
right.
nice.
Instead of tapping out on your own turn and letting everyone else get the value first.
Yeah.
What's
Thought.
up? What's up?
Like, it's not a bad... I'm not a bad guy. But I'm a bad guy.
You're just good
Alright,
at planning, it's fine.
Yeah, I will pay 2 life. I'm not even going to do the math. I'm just going to assume I want to use it. Let's... Rashmi. Just... Bop. Bop. Let's get that right in there. Let's cast that. Bop. Bop.
Downside of Rashmi is you'll never get her trigger on the first turn.
I mean, listen, life happens, man. Like, you gotta cool her down somehow. Oh, I got 6 mana, so just enough to do this. Yep. Alright, let's play. Yep, we got Dissipation Field and Elemental Bond out, and let's go ahead and do this thing.
Well, seems pretty good.
Thanks, I try. I will search my library. Yes, thanks for asking, MTGO. Let's play one of these. All right. Yeah, that was a pretty successful turn.
I mean, it seems it.
Everybody, enjoy your Dictate of Karametra.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Didn't get what I wanted, but I'm always happy to get more spells back.
The Dissipation Field kind of points me at Jim, though, because if I hit you with something like my commander, I have to recast him.
That's the idea. The kids would say that's free real estate.
It's true.
What do we got? Stone count. Oh, look at that. Look at you.
It's cool. It's old.
Less to cast.
I mean, it's just
That
a
is
picture
old.
on a computer screen, but
Never seen this card. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I can honestly say I've never seen that card. And I've flipped through tens of thousands of cards. Now, to be fair, some of those are repeats, but I digress.
yeah. I mean, when you make as many decks as we have, you kind of get a lot of experience just flipping through everything.
Yeah. Ooh, look at you. I have that card in my deck too, Jim.
Stolen
Cool
Identity? It's amazing.
It is good.
Yeah.
And your commander will synergize with my deck, so I'm copying her.
Enjoy her for that one turn.
Excuse me?
What? 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 That's what? I don't know what came over me. I'm talking crazy. Cipher? Ugh. I don't like that. Yeah, it's ciphered on. Timebreaker devils? Even better. Yes, let the hate flow through you.
So now if the devils deal damage,
Does
Jim gets a
anybody
free
get
copy.
tired? Yeah.
Anytime the
Does
devils
anybody
deal
else-
damage, I get a copy of something.
Yikes.
Yeah. I feel like I never get tired of prequel memes. Is anybody in that wheelhouse?
Prequel memes
Like
meaning
it's been how long?
Star Wars?
Like yeah, you've never seen Star Wars.
Yeah, that makes people mad, but it's true.
I need to look at this. You may exile this card encoded on a creature you control when that player. Yep. All right. Cool. We're gonna block that. Sorry about the card drop, guys. Blame Jim.
Okay, but if you didn't block it, then it would have gotten bounced back to my hand, and Cipher would have fallen off.
Yes. But you also would have gotten to use it one more time.
I'm trying to figure out what else you would have copied. Just another Rashmi because the legend rule doesn't apply.
Maybe a
honestly,
Dryad
probably-
of the Elysian Grove, so I can play extra lands and use mana as any color.
Probably Charmbreaker Devils, actually. That way I get extra instants and sorceries every turn.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because it's random, so it's the only drawback to it.
You guys believe this man?
Alright, so here's what we're going to do.
Ridiculous.
Tom is undamageable at the moment, so I'm just going to borrow another card and smack Jim for 4.
It's reasonable.
That's funny.
Well, so much for that defense mechanism.
I mean,
Whoops.
it's fine. I'm still going to smack Jim for 4. We're already kind of set on that path. But that was convenient.
Love that. Your stuff taps for double.
Oh shit, it does, doesn't it? I'm like not even paying attention. I'm just tapping the appropriate number of lands to get the mana. This is not ideal. I mean, it's cool, but like, it's a lot. So then I think I more or less just need to tap for colors? And then I'm just gonna have too much.
You're going to be over by 1.
Well, I'll just have to cast something else this turn, I guess. I've got functionally 10 mana available to me right now.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a whole bunch, yeah. So I'm just gonna look for something interesting to do with it.
Is that a laugh?
That's a laugh because I have the right amount of mana to cast this exact spell. This is such a stupid card.
Well, there goes Evan's hand.
Well, nice.
So would you just see what I can do now? Just play some cards? I'm post-combat, so I'm not going to do anything too alarming.
You might as well just play out your hand. Jim, I have a possible answer for Omniscience, but we also need to answer the fact that he has 2 Bolas Planeswalkers on board. Need to destroy them per se, but the one is getting dangerously close range.
I'm sure it's fine. The bigger
It's
issue is that
not.
he just drew 9 cards.
Yep. And he can play them all. Oh, what creature did you sacrifice?
My 9/9 amassed zombie army.
Oh. Hmm. Just like, yep, counter target spell. Nice. Look at Jim playing with counter magic. Oh, no, yeah, well. What else you got, Jim?
The big thing is I don't have anything like Vidalca and Orrery in here, so I kind of need to play what I want now, and then I'm not going to be able to do anything until next turn. And I have a suspicion that Mr. Green deck has some sort of naturalize effect that's going to get rid of it for me.
You could say that. Yep.
I'm just playing whatever I can find. Because here's the thing. I got to get down to 7 or I'm going to have to discard.
Huh? Wow. That's... Oh. Omniscience is good, man.
It's... yeah. I got that.
I mean, it's good if you have card draw.
And we've got that.
You know, I
That's
don't
not-
like you.
Okay.
I'm over here playing group hug, and you're just like, so I know you're being super nice at the table and everything, but how about you take your kindness and shove it up your twinkly little butt?
I got rid of 1 enchantment. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, but now you got a big board. I gotta sacrifice a thing. Like, it's just not very nice.
I know.
Okay. Well, we're gonna start off with this. There's Omniscience. Didn't I just choose target permanent? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's just tap another green mana. I'll be using it anyway. Let's do that. Cool. So I'm just gonna scoop then. Like, I can't deal with all of this and you casting everything for free.
I'm sorry.
Good play. I'll play it out. Like, I'm not gonna be...
If it helps, I will try and be fast with it. I put the card in the deck because it is a Bolas themed smart guy type card, and then I really wasn't super sure that I was ever going to actually like hit anything with it.
I got a backup plan. It's just gonna cost me a lot of mana.
I'm curious what he's gonna choose as the...
What are you gonna change it to?
That's the big thing, is I can pick a thing and kill it, and I got to decide how mean or not so very mean I'm going to be with it. It's like, I can hit like the mana doubler and just shut down stuff for a turn, but I like the double mana, and I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to get rid of this, because I can't imagine it helps that much.
That Stone Calendar helps
Yeah.
a lot.
Does it?
All of my spells cost 1 generic less.
But you're also getting double mana at a time, which would be worse to see go away.
Yeah, I suppose.
Give me a card. Oh, I gotta land. That's not the worst thing in the world.
Stone Count one is really good though.
3/3
Big fan.
beast, which is nothing considering how fat Evan's board is right now. All right. Well, yep. I guess we gotta do this, right? Gonna leave me with a weird amount of mana.
Seems good.
All right. Let's go with different CMCs. So
I mean, definitely Beast Within. Just
let's go with
fancy.
go with that.
You going Tempt or Dissipation Field? You degenerate.
Yeah, I'm the degenerate. Okay, Jim. All right, let's do this. Let's do that.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to say to that.
What else do I have? Do this.
And in retrospect, I really
I did
should
it
have
silly.
counterspelled the Omniscience, but I didn't want to be that guy.
That was cool. He got to play some things out.
I was excited to see
And
it
then I
cast.
spent my whole turn cleaning up the mess.
As I said, the deck wasn't like it's in there because I hope to play it, but it's not. It's not in there for anything more than just a big flashy turn. Like even casting pretty much everything, it's not like I have a board state that ends at next turn or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know the nice thing about the Beast token?
Hmm.
Now I can sacrifice that instead of something of value.
That's fair.
All right, and I think that's gonna be turn. Yep. All right. Alrighty. Well, I dealt with some things. You're up to bat, Jim. I haven't come up with a plan to work around this, and I'm also glad that I didn't just salty scoop, because it crossed my mind. And then I was like, wait a minute, Tom, breathe, pump the brakes. We have a plan.
Green blue's a good color palette to deal with some of this stuff too. A lot of enchantments, a lot of artifacts. I mean, you already.
This deck in particular, I tried to make sure I had good chunk of answers because I'm going to be handing out nice stuff to everybody, and I don't want to get beat down by it mercilessly.
Yeah.
So I need to make sure I can answer it. Whose side are you on, Jim?
My own.
Well, he's got to attack one of us.
Well, he's got a fat board, and with Dissipation Field, he was going at me, so now we've both got one. His move.
Got less blockers. He should have some things to answer it.
I'm going to be honest with you. My hand's 4 lands, an X cost spell that I don't want to cast, and just some other kind of generic stuff that's not really going to help. Like I basically cast most of the value, so finding ways around that, the double dissipation fields is actually going to be kind of tough. Or I'm just going to need to lean into some of the other stuff that I have and just eat it and have a bunch of crap returned to my hand.
I was gonna say, you have a lot of mana available to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands, double that mana, plus you have
A couple
a
rocks.
Manolith, a Chromatic Lantern, and an Izzet Signet, you'll be fine. You got a lot of mana available to you. Bouncing things back to your hand is the least of your worries. Also, cards like Augur of Bolas, you're actually gonna want to bounce back.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably it, but like...
I mean, some of them are going to just lose
Disciple
combat.
of Bolas is pretty good too.
Yeah, some of them are just going to straight up lose combat. Like, no matter who I swing it at, you're not going to not block the 1/3, and it might die in combat depending on how you block. So, like, I'm thinking no matter what happens, Augur of Bolas is probably done. Disciple of Bolas is probably done. I'll probably get some of the other larger things back, just on the merits that they're either flying or big enough to just outright kill something that you need to survive. But the big question is, can I find a way to just destroy or otherwise alter or steal an enchantment?
Well, conveniently, I did get my counterspell back in hand.
That's nice. Is Defiler.
Oh, you
Souls.
bastard.
Is that a Bolas card?
You made me discard meld my leyline.
I don't think Defiler is like directly a Bolas card, but I need it. And I made you discard the mill the what now? The
My
leyline.
leyline.
It's probably for the best.
I mean, probably,
It is.
but damn it, that's also a sorcery. Really need to read these cards.
You what now?
Well, I'm drawing a card, but also it makes my creatures bigger in case Evan decides to swing at me.
That checks out.
Yeah. Let me read this really quick. Interesting, all right.
What's he reading?
Card in hand.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna deal with that right now.
Jim, your graveyard is huge. Wait, hold up. What? That was so many cards.
Well, he got rid of my graveyard because I'm playing cards from my graveyard, which is smart.
I would have done the same thing. Your graveyard was huge.
This has been working pretty well so far.
Rampant growth. Not the worst thing you could have done.
It's not. It gives me more mana to play with, but...
You hit a soul ring.
Play of the century.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
So what do I even have in here that I can do stuff with?
Torment of Hellfire. We both lose.
I
GG, boys.
do have it, but not here.
Yeah.
I guess we're just going to cast this. Blue. Oh, shit. These tap for double. Never mind. Undo that. We'll just do a little bit of this action.
Big
I'm not good at numbers, man. No artifacts, damn. I have to put all this stuff on the bottom of the library. That's fine. I think I'm just going to draw and hunt for something interesting to play. Sure, that seems amusing.
Let's see. Ooh, interesting.
Of course, I'm going to draw more lands with it. That makes sense. Build up a good board state and then don't draw anything that I can do with it.
X out.
I mean...
Been there, done that. 3 Planeswalkers on board ain't nothing, though.
It's not. Like, it's good
Y'all getting
progress.
pretty dangerously close to putting in some serious work.
I'm just looking at my
What's this?
hand. I don't
13, the 12 counters on the other one? 11? I can't tell.
let me see. So he has the 4 ability one. Never mind, they both have 4. The not commander one has 13 on it. The commander one has 11, it looks like.
Yeah.
I hope I've incentivized you to go after Tom.
I'm actually going to do this.
Look at that, I can't block. Cool.
It does get rid of the sacrifice creatures each turn, though, because I'm not recasting that right now.
Mm-hmm. And Jim's got to discard his hand.
Yeah.
Whoops. I'll see what I can do to help you out there, Jim. It ain't personnel. Let's see, what can we do?
Shit. Seems good.
I mean, I don't need it right now, and it doesn't help me right now, but
But like, yeet. So you get 2 turns in a row, is that what I'm understanding? Or you take the next turn?
It's going to go from me to Jim to you.
and if I'm still, or if I'm alive, or if you guys are alive at the end of my turn, I lose.
Yeah, then it'll just be a 1v1.
Don't love that. Why you do this, Jim?
But since you wanted, or not since you wanted, since I can't actually show you this game, I'll just tell you what my win con is. It's Hive Mind, Final Fortune, and Sundial of the Infinite. So everyone gets an extra turn,
Nice.
but they all lose on theirs, and then I just Sundial out of mine.
I love it.
But also, because everyone else's triggers hit first, I'm not sure how that would work with the effects, but might not need Sundial, I'm not sure.
Right, so nice thing is that creature at least gives Jim one of his cards back.
Yeah, it's the counter spell again.
Seems good.
I'm actually going to cycle it, draw some cards.
And for some sort of value.
Let's try to draw some more cards.
True. It's got Jumpstart.
I
Don't
love
like
it.
what you got? Discard it, cast Radical Idea again.
I'm also buffing my creatures.
Oh, I peeped. Did you get anything good?
I got another cycle.
What's up?
Enough.
Damn.
Get anything good this time?
Land.
You should play the red enchantment that lets you cycle all lands. Swinging at Evan, right, Jim?
I'm assuming. He's sending it to Bolas.
What a bro. What a bro.
Well, if Evan gets to his turn with that Bolas with 13 counters,
How about it's to his turn with Slaughter Pact?
So you got what?
Just sign the treaty. Ugh.
That's got flying. The other ones don't. I think that makes the blocker math kind of a little bit more straightforward. I think that does it.
I don't know, man. I just work here.
Neat.
And Jim L loses.
He's going to cast something that's going to ping everything, or he's going to damage something that's going to start killing things that took hits.
Cyclonic Rift? Is this a Cyclonic
I
Rift?
have a land, and no, I don't run Cyclonic Rift.
You could, though.
Oh, I saw the
I
amount
wouldn't.
of mana you tapped. I don't know why he wouldn't have Cyclonic Rifted first.
Because I don't run Cyclonic Rift.
You could, though.
Hmm.
I actually don't have it in this deck.
Let's take a peek. Okay.
But yeah, I kind of ended up dirtling because I didn't draw any of the value cards, which
Mhm.
kind of stunk. But
Yeah, big downside is you losing took the copied Rashmi that I had, which is both a blocker and a cool ability.
Remember how I was talking about the modality of Broken Wings?
Yeah.
Paying dividends.
well, Evan, the problem is I needed to draw cards, and when you exiled my hand, I wasn't able to draw more cards
Yeah, sorry.
because I was digging. Or I guess you discarded my hand, but
Yeah, it's the Bolas dragon.
yeah. Because I have my win con, and then I have a bunch of cards that just draw me cards. And then just general sorcery value crap. Hey Tom, how long have you had that in hand?
Shh, don't worry about it.
If the answer isn't I drew it this turn, you're the worst group hug player ever.
You were killing Evan's things. I'm not going to give more cards. Come on, man.
That's actually fair.
I mean, that's fair, but also you're a group hug player. You're not supposed to worry about that. As long as we're not killing your things, it's just card draw, man. All right. Note to future self: always counter omniscience with passion.
But yeah, it's one of those, like, no questions asked, counter it type things.
It seemed cool. I wanted to let you get it out.
I appreciate it. I'm figuring that was kind of my one and only shot with it.
I don't run a lot of interaction, and I actually had a counterspell for once.
Life is weird, and then you die.
It's true.
I killed a dryad and immediately pull a wayward sword tooth.
I love you, Tom.
Huh.
That's actually a pretty decent counterspell.
It only hits creatures and planeswalkers, which is a shame, but it's pretty cool.
Alrighty.
It's a pretty nifty hand you got there, Evan.
It's less exciting than I'd like it to be. But, oh, what do we got here? Yeah, that's probably fair. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Doesn't help me much, though. May have been better. Move on to.
Wow, Bolas has a lot of disciples.
True. He always seemed more choosy than that.
None of this matters because you're just going to destroy all of my non-land permanents. You're going to exile them, not even destroy them. So
That is highly likely.
That's the big thing.
It'll
Is like,
still take you a while to kill me.
I can do that, and then I'm going to be stuck here for like 4 turns just whittling you away because every time I hit you with something, it's going to get bounced, and I don't really have like another answer to something like that yet.
You exile all non-land. Well, not. It
that's true.
Yeah, the exile gets rid of Dissipation Field as well.
I'd be hitting you for 8 each turn.
So here and do nothing while you just smack me for a couple damage.
Yeah, it'd be 5 turns until I could figure it out.
Probably less. It depends on what you draw.
I can let you know when I flip off the top of my library if you want to, but other than that, I mean, it's your call, man.
This is not a salty scoop. This is let's get some more games in scoop.
That's fair.
Good game.
Yeah, because my only play was going to be like Alt Tezzeret and just kind of drain you for, I think it's 10-ish based on what I have now. Yeah. Like here, let me see, reveal hand. You could say like I had 2 board wipes, that demon, and then just land. That was the issue I was running into. It's not that it wasn't, like, I'm very happy with the board state, but it was like, I have everything on board and none of it's, like, hyper lethal. It's just, like, problematic.
Yeah. It's more problematic to the things we actually have, but we don't have anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have another room open with a new
I switched over to my other deck.
I did switch as well. I think that's enough Nicol Bolas for the day.
You gentlemen have not seen this deck yet.
Let's see what we got. Okay. All right. I like that.
Okay. What are you laughing at?
Just I read Jim's Commander and looked at the artwork for it and I like it.
A 2-lander with a ramp spell.
That's about what I did.
I have a 2-lander with no ramp, no 5-color. This is considerably better.
Okay. Okay.
I just realized Bolas is not the first Grixis deck I have on here.
No.
I think I might like Grixis.
Maybe.
Yeah, you're not quite a group slug player, but you're definitely like, I want to inconvenience.
I'm not a
my
group slug
opponents
player, but I
as
like the
much as
toolkit they
possible.
play with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
I'm
self-mill deck.
excited to see
Profane
how
Memento
Jim
makes
built
sense.
this deck. Yeah, I guess. Again, I'm excited to see how you built this. Do you have a Sir Conrad in that deck?
I don't.
You should put Sir Conrad in that deck because he cares about creatures going into the graveyard and coming out.
I've thought about it.
Value
but
in 2 directions.
everybody hates Conrad.
No, it's a really good card and a great way to finish a game.
It can be, yeah.
All right, here we go. Ramp package next turn.
You have your colors now instead of being like 6 turns in. That's exciting. Better
Yeah.
luck this time around is always good.
Sure. It's a 5-color deck. Why are you playing Izzet again?
Luck of the draw.
It's just an Izzet artifacts deck. Stop lying.
I'd love to convince you otherwise, but I can't currently.
Earhart Wolf X. Creatures you control. Okay. Cool.
It's neat.
Oh. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay,
Sack
so
my elk on your end step.
you say better luck might not be quite the word then.
I mean, it's casual. Don't worry about it.
I'm so happy that they finally made Mill a keyword.
makes life so much easier.
Man, shorthanding text like that is always so nice. That was the big thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! That always kind of drove me nuts, is they didn't really shorthand much of anything. So even the most basic effect was like 2 sentences on the card.
Uh-huh. So you have to describe the entire
Yep.
text for how it's supposed to work.
Oh, so they would put like casting time restrictions on it too. So to tell you like when you can cast it, why you can cast it, who's allowed to interact with it, what it does, how you do it. So it was just like every card that you would get would be like 5 or 6 sentences by the time they got to the sets that I stopped playing around. It was just crazy.
Yeah. Jim's playing a mill deck. Weird.
Yeah.
Self-mill.
Still weird.
Melican's weird. Melrock.
Melek card had 1 colorless mana. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
That wolf synergizes too well with Marchesa.
It's cool. I like it. Like, it's a simple
Suit
card,
yourself.
but it's neat. Now, the big thing is I have the highest life total.
Oh, wait,
So
no, I was supposed to sacrifice. I'm a moron.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I wasn't. Okay. Alright, well, I guess what I'll do. If I do that, then I can't sacrifice my elk. My life is hard. I just wasted a whole turn. I'm gonna do it now so I don't forget to do it later.
As I realize I suddenly have the highest life total. I'm in danger.
The good news is it starts slow. It's chip damage at first. It gets out of hand later, but that's fine.
Yeah.
There's 1 bop, which will be for what? 6 damage if you don't block. And then you no longer have the highest life total. Then I do, which means I get to do nothing. I mean, it's my damn fault, but
I
still.
can fix that.
I mean, I'll take the invitation.
I don't know that you want to.
I do until I find out exactly what you mean by it, so. Because I'm sure there's something to it that I'm not hearing right now.
All I'm gonna say is this deck cares about trees. It's not, no, it doesn't really. This is a big butts deck. Kinda.
Hmm.
I need my Wooburg, and you know what I don't
I'm
have?
gonna have to pay for having high life.
Guh.
Mm-hmm. Ain't got that good G.
Oh, Shia, Soul of the Wild. Shia is a cool card because Nissa made that elemental.
Ashaya is broken and synergizes really well with a lot of cards.
Take a peek at it. I don't remember what it does.
Nissa made that elemental.
Yeah.
It makes all non-token creatures into forests and lands.
I'm sure it's not a problem.
I'm sure it's not a problem. Penny, Undying Partisan. Cool.
I mean, one major side effect of that is a lot of the spot removal spells are non-land permanents.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do this now.
So it's almost like pseudo hexproof, which
Yeah.
is good.
That is really cool.
What's almost pseudo hexproof, Jim?
Ashaya. Because a lot of the destruction spells are non-land permanents.
True. Alright.
And as far as I'm aware, it's the first card in Magic that just makes creatures lands.
Yeah, usually it's the other direction.
Well, if it was just an aura enchantment that turned target creature into a land, it would still be busted. And Ashaya just does it for everybody.
Neat.
One reason I was licking my chops and Jim was like, I'm playing self-milled. I like that.
It's a good card. I like it. So its base power is 0, right?
Nighthawk. No, its base power is 1.
Oh, 1 plus, yeah. Okay.
It's just Vampire Nighthawk better.
I keep drawing ramp spells, and they're all green.
Well, you should get some green then.
This is neat. It's a problem for Tom, then it's a problem for Jim. I should play a deck with green in it next game, so I also can't cast anything.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Let everybody take turns. It's only fair.
What did he do? What did he get rid of? Skola Grove Dancer. He cast Chillbringer. Ooh, nice, Jim. Good shit. What's he gonna target?
It's fair.
Yeah. Nice.
I mean, realistically, what I should have tapped down was Tom's Nighthawk.
No, don't worry about it. Cash. It won't be a problem.
And I do have cards in here that'll let me get stuff from the graveyard, but I really just need green so I can start doing things.
That's fair.
My Vampire Knight. What's better than a hawk? My Vampire Knight Jet Fighter isn't a problem.
I like it. How many card types are there technically in the game? I don't think we run all of them, but still. It's nice to know what the upper limit is on that thing.
Land, artifact, instant, sorcery, enchantment, creature, planeswalker. I think that's all of them.
Probably all we're going to run into here.
Creature.
Tribal is technically a type if anyone's running any tribal spells. I don't think we are, but...
I mean, I could, but I'm not. And we don't have to deal with schemes or planes since we're playing in Commander.
Hmm.
That's planes with an E, not an I.
Yeah.
Definitely got to deal with planes with an I.
Mm-hmm.
I figure I just gotta start swinging for the fences.
Is all that
I
important?
think I'm still lower than Tom will be.
By 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the big issue is I have the highest life total by a fair margin now, so I can't get deep run triggers anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a first world problem sort of thing. Like, it's a problem, but it's like a good problem to have, I guess. But still.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of turns off a little bit of synergy the deck's rocking.
And I think I'm actually running like 40 lands or something. I don't know. There's a stupid amount of lands in this deck.
Seems good.
This 5 color scares me.
And that's just some random creature, right? That's not... Obviously, it's not your commander. Is that meant to be a win con, or is this just coincidence?
This is just coincidence. It's not even a... What do you mean, win con? Bear Umbra just untaps my lands, dog.
No, I'm talking about the Nighthawk Scavenger. It's about to smack it in the face for 8.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not a win con. Don't worry about it.
Mm.
I mean, he's big, so like you can worry about it that way if you want.
I mean, I'm concerned. I've got enough life now that with this hit, it's actually going to just enable me to go ahead and start using Dethrone again.
I mean, for quite a while, because it's also got lifeline.
I'm going to gain 8 life.
So even if Tom had gone after me, it would have enabled you to...
It would have put someone's life total above mine, which is really kind of all I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
That's a disgusting card.
Yeah.
I have the other one in here too.
The other one's not as bad because you're only messing with your own life total.
But I've gone to the Josh Lee Kwai school of use as much of your mana on your turn as you can, unless everyone's turn is your turn.
Yeah.
I was like, I can resolve that problem you're having about the whole dethrone triggers thing.
Yeah.
I got you.
I appreciate it.
Life total 13.
Appreciate it.
Now, I have a question, because I've never used this card. Does that make Tree of Perdition's toughness 31?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yep. And then you can theoretically tap it and give Jim 31 and put your tree at 32, and you can kind of shuffle life totals around with it once per untap, basically.
That's pretty cool.
It's a neat card.
But no, he's just out. I was going to say as a blocker, but then I remembered that you have a Herald of the Secret Streams, and I'm an idiot.
I mean, he's one of those don't swing at me or I'm going to make your life total 13 kind of cards.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, the plus side, Evan, is if he makes your life total 13, you're going to be swinging for a while.
Mm. Well, here's the thing. But I can deal he's going to make it 13 and he's going to smack me for 8 and I'm going to be down to 5.
Yeah.
Which I don't like.
That is a thing I could do. I'd very much like it if you don't hit me.
I mean, I dethrone. On the flip side,
with all of them.
Once I do hit you, if I hit you, especially if I hit you with all of them, Jim's firmly in the crosshairs because you'll be lower than I am, and that'll put him at the top of the stack. And
I like that.
Sorry, go ahead.
I have 3 cards in my hand that would fix my green problem, but they're all green.
That sucks.
I've done that.
I mean, that was you last game. It was a good time.
Yeah, I know. Only for like 2 or 3 turns, though. Like, it wasn't the end of the world.
But I'm starting to remember why I don't build multicolor decks.
The 5 colors are particularly hard one to balance.
Don't be a baby. No, 5 color is difficult to balance if you aren't willing to sink money into lands. It can be very difficult.
Yeah. I'm figuring either way, I'm probably going to be eating the Tree of Perdition's tap ability, so I may as well just lean into it and see what happens.
Don't want to use it, if I'm being honest.
And then, as I said,
put it out there as a blocker.
And that's fine, because worst case scenario, this attack goes through, your life total is a fair bit lower than both mine and Jim's, meaning Jim's my next target, and then I'm stuck back where I was before, or my life total becomes the highest. So that's the weird nature of this deck, is who I even give a crap about swinging at is determined by the board state. Nice.
Nice. In response.
Seems good, seems good.
I was like, why does it keep bugging me to do that?
Did you finish your movie night? Yes. After this game, I can put some pizza bites in the oven for you.
031, holy heck.
This is when I slam down Doran.
Very nice. Yeah, right, Jim. Slam Doran. Too bad he's 3-color.
Too bad he's got green.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry, Evan.
No, it's all good. I love the fact that Grevin is a 23-5. He just can't block because he doesn't have flying.
Ew. Ew, I didn't even see that.
Yeah. If I had a way to give him flying, I would. I
love
wish.
the fact that Tom keeps hitting you with a lifelink, so I keep not being in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna... I mean, this deck wants to gain life, so...
This deck wants to have green. Oh. If I don't draw green, I think I have a move I can use to fix it anyway, but...
I wish you the best of luck.
I'd rather just draw my green. Good card.
Also, I'm not entirely decentivized to just give you back 31 life, Evan. I'm not strictly opposed to doing that for the sake of interesting gameplay.
No, I mean, this deck doesn't have life gain other than the couple tap lands that are in it, so I'm basically making decisions as... You're good. I'm making decisions as though I'm presently at 5, and that's what I've got to work with. So I'll see where it shakes out.
Well, if Jim doesn't kill you, I'm probably just putting you back at 31. Do with that information what you will, but I have no real reason not to do that. He could kill you, but also you're kind of more useful to me alive right now.
I appreciate that.
Mystical Tutor's always suspicious because it's usually another tutor.
It could be.
What?
Honestly, that's not a Spellslinger deck. It's probably another tutor.
Yeah.
I just wanted to have a land that I can tap for green.
Wait. Life gift is whenever a land enters anyone's battlefield?
Yeah.
I have not read this card. That's a good
now
card.
I can tap for green.
Go team. Gonna cast a ramp spell?
I am.
That's what's up.
And I'm gonna go get a gate, because it enters tapped regardless.
It goes into your hand, actually.
Oh. That's sad. Don't guard a forest.
As a 1-drop, though, that's kind of fair. A lot of the ones that'll put them onto the battlefield are 2 or 3.
Jim, you got a RTFC, bud. For those
Read the
unaware,
cards?
RTFC is read the fucking card. Which is funny because I literally just explained that I didn't read Life Gift. But I digress.
But yeah, I've got 4 any color lands in this deck. And then a bunch of dual lands.
Why would you do that, Evan?
I told you, I'm operating under the I have 5 left sort of, because here's the thing, you're back at the highest life total, which means I should swing at you.
And you're welcome to. I don't discourage that.
Because the other thing
Just
is,
saying I'm not disincentivized to give you back your life with Tree of Perdition because I don't have a way to just kill Jim.
but what happens when I swing at Jim and smack him for 20-something damage and put him down into single digits or barely over 10? You know what I mean? I'm figuring once that happens, you definitely don't have any reason to escalate my life total because you can wrap up a game from there.
So what we have here is a good old Mexican standoff.
I'm not sure if that's racist or not.
If anybody is somebody feels discriminated against or is upset with the comments that I have just made, I apologize. Did not make those comments to upset anyone. Referencing in the old westerns where you have a 3-gun standoff. As far as I'm aware, that's the correct term for that, but like, I don't know. Evan, you're at 1 life.
Yep.
Ouch. I'm a ding dong and totally could have blocked.
They have menace.
Yeah, you're right.
So I figure I'm at 1 and largely defenseless. We'll see where things go this turn, and that'll determine how aggressive I get with the little tiny bit of stuff that's left in my hand. I appreciate you.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
'cause
I
if-
mean, I said I was going to do it. But this also means I get to keep punching you with Nighthawk Scavenger.
It also means that I have the highest life total, and now Dethrone doesn't work anymore. So, yeah.
I mean, if Tom didn't, then I was probably just gonna hit you with Chillbringer, because like flying.
Yeah. I mean, I figured if he didn't do that, he could swing with his Nighthawk thing, gain the 8 or 9 life or whatever it comes out to, and then it's the 2 of you and I'm out of the way.
Yeah.
Seems good.
Is that just like Viper of Nylea?
Yeah, like, kinda.
It's a cool card is what it is. seems good. No
Sequencing.
blocks because can't blocks.
No, yep, I draw a card, I gain some life, he untaps some lands. Cooking with gas, boys. It's me in an interesting spot. We're gonna do it this way.
It's a good card too. There's a lot of neat stuff in green that I just don't mess with that much.
I'd be interested in seeing what an Evan mono green deck looked like.
The commander I had picked for was Grothama All Devouring, but it's not available online like anywhere.
Yeah.
But it's
Also, Jimmy, remember how I gave you shit? Isn't it from Battle Bond? Because Battle Bond's online.
It was available through Magic Online. However, it is sold out everywhere that I've gone.
Yeah, it's technically available. Good luck finding it.
Yeah. But he's that weird he's like that weird 5 mana 10/8 worm, but every other creature on the battlefield has the option of when it attacks, you may instead have it fight Grothama. And when Grothama leaves the battlefield, each player draws cards equal to the amount of damage dealt to Grothama by sources they controlled this turn. So if you swing out with enough creatures, they might die in combat because they fight and they each take 10 damage. But you get to draw a whole bunch of cards if you slay the worm. So I was going to build like mono green Grothama shenanigans. Are you casting your commander? No. Is the commander in there just because of colors, or does it actually do something for the deck?
It's actually in there. It's just I really hit bad colors this game.
That's fair.
My deck and your deck, Evan, are pretty strong.
They're aggressive, yeah.
Will.
I think this is the most aggressive deck that I have.
This is by no means the most aggressive deck that I have. I've never played this deck before.
I mean, it's working. I like it.
Card, Jim. It's not really doing what it's designed to do, but it's behaving well.
Yeah, like it's working. I don't know explicitly what it's designed to do, but it seems to be like performing at least.
It's kind of doing something out of colors, like a gain life, take life, Orzhov kind of thing, but in Golgari.
Interesting.
You can kind of see, like, I have the life gain synergy, it's there. I have some of the take life synergy on board already. Just not really engines that are working with one another right this moment.
Yeah. But I mean, in general, I'm like, even just with the one vampire, it's working. In that, like, it's dealing damage, it's gaining a life off of it. There's some other cards in there that seem to operate well with all of that. Like, it's cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get my commander out next turn, probably. We're not all dead by then. Mario's punched out of work.
Gotcha. Sorry, I'm just kind of reading over some stuff.
So we are actually expecting snow tomorrow. That's interesting. any of our viewers live in the Northeast, we're expecting snow tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought we were getting some this evening, and then that didn't actually. Let me take a look before I lie to people. Doesn't look like it snowed.
Oh. It sounds like the girls enjoyed their movie night, though.
That's good.
Gabby had some technical difficulties. I will set her up for setup next time.
Yeah, movies are a good time.
They are. Yeah, what I've been doing is getting the movies for them and burning subtitles into them using Handbrake. So that if there's any audio issues, they should still at least be able to follow along loosely.
I don't know what Handbrake is.
It's a program that's used to take a video file from more or less any format and turn it into a different format. So you can take like an old AVI video and put it into like an MP4 file instead. There can be loss that goes through the transcode process, but I use it to compress and change the format of the videos that I record from our sessions here before I put them on YouTube, because it lets me really tightly control what quality settings are used. As long as I adhere with YouTube's guidelines, they won't tamper with it once it's uploaded. They'll just post it instead of doing their processing on their side. But I can use it to take a video of theirs and load in a subtitle and then burn it into the video so that they don't need to worry about trying to make sure soft subtitles are working. Because
they never are.
They never do, and VLC Media Player is being kind of an a-hole and not letting the subtitles cooperate the way that you would think they should, so I don't know.
Yeah, I like VLC for playing video, but it's kind of crusty and it takes forever if you actually want to do any processing.
Yeah. So I'm going to do a little loose math, if that's okay with you guys.
Math is for blockers.
Math is for, do I have anywhere near a shot? I think if I swing out at one person, I can kill one person. I don't think I can kill two people. But that's what I'm figuring out right now. So I can do, at most, and Tom, I'm not doing this, but if I was to swing all at Tom, so assuming I get counters on everybody, I get 5 plus 6 is 11, 17, 18, 19, 27.
Well, and
35,
here's an important thing.
36.
If you don't kill Tom, at any point he can just swap your life total to 1 and then swing at you with something.
Yeah, and that's true. But at the same time, Tom was kind enough to give my life total back, and it's not my primary thought to be like, cool, thanks, I'm going to kill you now. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Interesting you mentioned that, Jim. I was saving that for you, actually.
I mean, interesting. I'm not really any kind of threat, but...
So I'm thinking the play is, do some math, keep it even, don't kill anyone, and just see where the rest of the game goes.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what I did for the sake of, like... I mean, I don't want to say that, but for the sake of better gameplay. I've already killed Evan in my dreams.
Oh yeah, I mean, here's the thing. You could have basically ended it on demand. You elected to return my life to me, so I'm fooling around but trying not to be rude about it, you know?
Yeah, of course. Mogies with dethrone is just so silly to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's destructible, but also, if you do kill it, it just comes back.
So I'm thinking...
You have to exile it, I guess?
This right here, I think, is the play. 'Cause it's not going to kill anyone, assuming I did my math right.
Will you sacrifice another creature?
It leaves everybody with at least one counter, which keeps me happy.
And a little solid chunk of life there. Look at you.
Shadow Spear gave me a little something to play with, which was kind of it.
My issue with Shadow Spear is that pay 1 mana at any point, and you can just peel off Hexproof or Indestructible from people.
Yeah. It's something that made me really nervous about my like my Athreos deck that I have in paper, because the idea that you can just kind of be like, hey, nice indestructible commander. Nope. You know what I mean? Just really didn't make me feel very confident with it.
Shadowspear is scary.
It can be, for sure.
I'm imagining somebody just like hovering their finger over the card and just flicking the word indestructible off. Let's go ahead and this.
It's also just like Trample and Lifelink for 3 mana, which is also unreasonably good in colorless.
Yeah. So let me remind myself of what your commander does really quick. That's a 2/5 indestructible. It's fine. Whenever it attacks, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature, you gain life equal to its toughness, lose life equal to its power, then put it into your hand. Yikes. That's actually really cool.
Do this.
Seems good.
I mean, she'll come back, so it's
I mean, I'm happy for the life gain.
not that big a deal.
It yoinks the counters off of her, which is like a shame, but it's pretty harmless because she'll reanimate herself. She'll just be... Actually, she won't be summoning sick because she comes back at the end of your turn. But because she has no counters on her, she is now blockable unless you knock my life total under 10, or hit me hard enough to swing me low enough that your life gain puts you above me again.
On the other hand, now if any of your creatures die, they won't come back, since she's not currently on board.
That's true.
Which is always something important. Like, if you want a board wipe spot, remove Marchesa first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the same thing Evan did here.
Just kind of keep it reasonably even.
Yeah, I think I'm only gonna hit Jim with 1, to be honest.
It's probably fair.
Actually, I won't. I'm just gonna hit Evan. Sorry.
No. Here's the thing, we've kind of been smacking each other around this entire time, so I can't be mad at it.
And I'm just over here, trying to get cards.
Alrighty. Relate to the drawing cards thing, Jim.
I was losing you there a little bit, Tom. What was that?
I said that's why I'm over here drawing some cards. Can relate, Jim.
Well, I don't actually need to draw cards. I can just mill cards, but I need certain cards out, and I don't currently have them to get full value off of it.
Now I'm doing this after combat, so a little less scary.
Yeah, it leaves me wide open to Jim, though.
That'll be up to him. But at least make for interesting gameplay.
That's fair.
Righty. Let's see.
Hey, there's the real Vampire Nighthawk.
The original.
Yeah, right? Mr. OG himself. That card.
Is that foil? That's foil.
It is. It's very pretty.
Yeah, it's a foil.
Well, I don't have the foil animations on, so I just get that weird, like, color shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Avoiding that, though. My gut instinct was to say, no, it's not foil. We're playing online, you silly. But yes.
They're not foil cards, they're premium cards.
Except half the time they're cheaper.
No, like Carl a hell of a lot more, that's for sure.
No, I mean online.
Hmm.
Oh, that's not useful. Let's do this in end turn. Hey, Biddy Girl is back.
She's back, yay!
She's black.
And blue and red.
No, because she's the Black Rose.
Yeah. But also Grixis.
Silly. Yeah. Now the real question here is, what does Jim want to do? Like you described, he could kill you.
Yeah.
He could not kill you, and you could kill me. And then he could kill you. Depends on whether Jim wants to see you kill me. Actually, you could kill me and Jim.
Possibly, yeah.
Haven, I think. The real question is, does Jim want to die?
I suspect he's headed
At the
my
same
way with
time,
a couple things.
Jim kind of enjoys watching me suffer, though. I'm not sold. It would be very on brand for Jim to just be like, alright, I'm just gonna pass turn, let Evan kill you.
I also don't see him go for the throat too much. It wouldn't surprise me if he just took the opportunity to get some damage in while I'm tapped out and at 1, you know? Not to talk about you like you're not in the room, Jim, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about I give you this opportunity? Kill Evan, and I won't kill you next turn. You'll have a turn to think about it.
Well, I was doing math to see if I could do something. I cannot, which is kind of sad.
Mhm.
But
What about next turn?
yeah, but
I'll
next
give
one's
you
so
that.
far away.
Yeah, but if you kill Evan now, you'll make it there. If you don't, you're dead. That's a cool card. What does this do?
Neat.
It's neat.
Probably should have milled first, but
That's all good.
doesn't look like I would have gotten anything out of milling first anyway.
So I know Marius has done work recently. This is probably just based on the timing going to have to be my last game for the night, but I figure if he's feeling like popping on, you guys can kind of continue to play with him and do 3-man pods, or just have someone else join you guys as a rando, if that's cool with you.
I don't think he's getting on.
That's fine. I know he was kind of talking about around when he thought that would be. See, I have to do it though.
Because he only attacked with one thing.
I was looking at it and trying to figure out how to make it work.
Lord. You're a coward, Jim.
I tried.
No, I'm looking for something here.
No, you
I just got my commander out. I'm not trying to have it die.
That's fair. Alright, so I'm gonna do this
Use his ability.
the safe way, asterisk, or do I do it the stupid way? Do I embody Donnie, or do I play the way I would normally play?
I don't know. Donnie always looks like he's having a good time.
You can kill both of us on board.
I can, or I can kill me.
That'd be kind of funny. Let me get comeuppance for Jim being a dunderhead.
So I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna get counters all around. It's gonna make sense, I promise.
You're gonna sack something to Graven and lose life.
Yep,
Smart.
it's about that time.
Smart. That's a Donnie Marios-esque move. Then as a state-based action, you're out of the game.
Yep.
And because sacrifice was the cost, the creature did enter the graveyard before you left, so I get the 3 life.
Yes, and then that leaves me dead, and with Jim at 6 with only 1 blocker. Specifically a non-flying blocker, which feels like an amusing place to end it for the night.
Really no blockers, because I'm not blocking with him because I don't want him to die. It's Tom's everything has death touch.
Yeah, that's fair, as long as it's attacking.
On the other hand, Tom could tap and give me 20 life. Well, 14 life.
Yeah.
Could do.
He could put you at 20, just to smack you in the face for more than 20 and kill you.
Get into this game on my terms. You know, I think I will give Jim 20 life. That sounds like a plan. Well, let me smack him around a little more.
It's all about having fun, right?
Yeah.
Today only Monday. I think today's only Monday.
But the real problem that, I mean, if I had drawn green, I would have done a lot better early on. But the main thing is Horde of Notion's ability. Hey Wooberg, you get to summon things from the graveyard.
Yeah.
I don't have enough expensive elementals with good ETBs.
Is this what we
It's
call
like-
the swing with everything, Tom? Or is this a more calibrated swing?
No. This is a calibrated swing.
Alright,
I didn't use my commander's ability all game. I wanted to fire it off once.
that's fair.
I feel that.
I'm probably not going to hit anything, and then I'll just be sad.
That'll be fine.
I think that's what happened. And I hit Exsanguinate. I would have loved to kill myself. No, it's Whatever. I give Jim the turn he promised. Or the turn I promised. I'm gonna draw some cards.
That's one thing I've been really enjoying about that deck. I've been enjoying how much that deck draws. You know what I mean? Like, you have not been running low on cards at any point.
Not really. Alright, so, Jim actually does die because I was able to draw Exsanguinate. I'm an idiot.
Oh.
I mean, you said you were going to let me live.
That's a good point. Got 8 life. So, I just pay everything into it and you live. Right? Yeah, you'll have 1 life. That works out. Okay.
Works with me.
Do you have a way to passively gain 8 more life so you can hit him with Ether Flux?
God, I wish.
Pay the 50 life to activate it and then die.
I mean, I can just cast a bunch of spells on my turn.
That's true. You should get yourself exactly to 50 and then activate it so it kills you instead of killing him.
I like that idea.
Just lean into this silliness.
Played an elemental. What did he play? Mental. This guy. Secretly one of Jim's pet cards. Actually, I shouldn't even say secretly. Jim loves this card. He's definitely about to go grab my, one. Play the strong one with the Umbra attached to it.
He might take your attacking creatures you control have Death Touch.
That's a good card. Also lets him draw a card when he connects.
It's a shame it doesn't untap and give it haste. It could take Tree of Perdition and put you at 6.
I am actually taking a spray.
Tap it. Point it at me. Bring me back into the game.
No, I think he can tap it, deal 6, or put me down to 6. And then he's gonna swing with 2 creatures?
He'd need to
that
be
have exactly 6 damage.
He'd need to be able to untap it, man.
Oh, no,
he'd have to
that'd
live this round of the... he'd need to let you get it back to him.
You know, I respect that, Jim. Pizza bites?
Jim, do you have one of those untap all creatures you control, take an extra turn after this one, and then you die cards? Because you could do that, tap it, and swing.
Not currently. I'm seeing what I can actually do with the mana I have available, and it's not a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking you should have taken the Oran Frostfang. Acolyte of Affliction.
Sure.
I was looking at this. It's a cool card. It's a hot Ramanop Excumator. You're brave. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but that doesn't do me any good if I'm dead. And I've got lands in hand.
You're right, you're right. I don't really know what you're doing with this deck, though. Like, this needs work. No offense. I know you were talking about it before the game started.
I mean,
you're still working on this.
I know for a fact it needs work. The other problem is just they I really got mana screwed early on.
Yeah, I saw that. You were kind of stuck without green for like 5 turns.
7 turns.
7 turns? That's rough.
Just don't take an opening hand without green, I guess. be my recommendation.
That's true, because then any ramp spells you draw, you can at least cast. But that's also why I don't make dramatic changes after just 1 or 2 games of the deck, because, I mean, it could be that the deck's a beast, and basically being 5 turns behind everyone, 7 turns behind everyone, in terms of being able to start casting your helpful spells.
Yeah, because, I mean, where I'm at
drags.
now, if everyone else was where I'm at, I'd be doing pretty all right.
Yeah. So, it depends. I'd say, I mean, tweak it, tinker with it a little bit, but don't do any giant sweeping changes until you run it a few more times just to see what it does.
I mean, definitely tweaking the land base always helps. Just in terms of having better lands. It's 5 color, that's kind of necessary.
It is, yeah. The sliver deck I have in paper is 5 colors, and I remember really stressing out about the lands in that one too, and that was a little easier because tribal lands are less difficult to get in multiple colors, especially a 5-color tribe like slivers.
I can do tribal lands because it's predominantly an elementals deck. It's just...
That's true.
That's not going to help me if... like, I'm just drawing like crap. But I actually have perfect color fixing in this deck. I drew it in my opening hand. I didn't have enough mana to cast it, so I mulliganed it away.
I looked away for 1 second, and then looked back and was like, oh geez, plant tokens, where'd those come from?
Yeah, Vengeance of Zendikar be like that.
Alright, so I figured it out, Evan. I figured out how I can kill myself. Oh, I can't kill myself because I'm gonna gain 2 life. Ah, damn. I can cast Toxic Deluge and pay all of the life that I have. Then, as I cast that, I'm gonna gain 2 life from Aetherflux Reservoir.
But if you keep a black and 1 untapped, I don't know if that's an option, you can pay 2 life into Phyrexian Reclamation and kill yourself off that.
Good point. That's a good point.
I don't know how much mana Toxic Deluge takes, I don't remember, but...
Redrop.
You can do it.
Yeah, so you've got just enough mana if you want to do that. But Evan, if you remember the other night, Celestial Dawn.
I'm pulling it up now because I don't remember, but yes.
It's a 3-drop in white. Everything I have is white. I only need white mana to cast things.
Nice. Interesting, because Aetherflux Reservoir went on the stack. Like, that ability went on the stack. It should resolve at the same.
You have to pay the 50 life. Payments always come first.
No. I'm saying I should gain life from casting Toxic Deluge. Get 45 life as an additional cost to cast. So those things hit at the same time. But since Aetherflux Reservoir is a delayed trigger, I died as a state-based action. Does that sound right, Evan?
Yes. Let me take a quick look at it again, because I don't remember what we're talking about.
Paying always goes first.
Because it's a cost to activate, yes. So you would pay the life and then die, and then no effects would happen.
So if the life was part of the spell resolving, then it would work the way you thought it did.
Yeah, so if it was pay, like 2 and a black, choose any number, each player loses X life, or loses that much life, then yes. But since the paying the life is part of the casting cost, you just lose that life before the spell's ability even hits the stack. And then the second it hits the stack and states-based are checked, you're at 0 life and you lose.
Gotcha. So that's my new Sapling of Colfenor deck. I think it's pretty nifty.
I like it.
It's dead at work, so I spend more than my usual amount of time designing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool.
That's my Horde of Notions deck. I only built it with cards that I actually had, so...
I got
definitely
that's hard.
Making a real investment would help, because I don't have any 5-color staples, really.
Well, it's hard to
I mean, the land base isn't awful.
what you have.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it takes a lot of just tweaking. That's the thing that I noticed is when I first put the slivers together, I mean, they worked, but there were plenty of cards that I was drawing that just weren't quite doing it, and that I needed a faint shift to the...
But even once I have the land base figured out, this deck still won't be amazing just because I have pretty generic elementals.
Yeah.
Because there are some really good ones out there. They're just kind of expensive.
So Vari has talked about potential availability moving to Friday nights.
Mhm.
I mean, would that affect either of you?
Not really. So you guys know I try and stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but what games I do on those days, I'm pretty open-ended about. If anything, Fridays are a little better because I don't work the next day, so I can just kind of get into it. And if I'm up until 1 or 2 in the morning, I mean, obviously I don't know what you guys are doing the next day. I don't want to speak for you, but like, it's not like I feel like, oh, it's 11:30. I should probably try and have this be the last one. Like, I'm flexible more on Fridays than other days. So there's a convenience that comes from that.
We usually start closer to 9:30, so I don't see it being any issue with my schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I work Tuesdays and Saturdays, so it's exactly the same to me, except I get out an hour later on Friday nights.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I think we can make that work if you guys are up for it. It's and then really what I'll do is if people are free playing on Mondays, then we can do Magic more than once a week. If that doesn't work, I could just do whatever I would normally do on Friday on Mondays, and then that's fine.
We could also potentially 2 days a week, but I'm not pushing anybody towards that.
Evan.
That usually works a little bit later.
One thing I wanted to wrap not tonight, but maybe next time. My Siona deck, now that I have token doublers in there, is absolutely terrifying.
I look forward to seeing it.
That deck was kind of very well tuned to begin with.
All right, y'all, I'm signing off.
No, sounds good, man.
The addition of the doublers just turned it up to 11.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm kind of tinkering with something here. I forgot. After the thing was over, I switched over to just like the camera mode that I have here. And I a little bit forgot to put the Discord integration into it. So I'm kind of fiddling with that now.
I can see fiddling with it now.
It's moving, but I put it there. It works. We're talking and we have circles.
That's good.
So, but yeah, I should probably try and shut it down for now. But it's been a pleasure, Mr. Jim. And I'll catch you guys on the flippity flip.
Who is that pop right below Mewtwo to the right?
This one? Or is it this one?
I have to wait for the stream to catch up.
The sort of rusty copperish looking one or the sort of grayish looking one?
The guy that looks like a human.
This one? This is Tony Stark.
Okay.
With the time travel suit from Endgame.
Yeah, because from far away with the low fidelity, just as a factor of it being far away and not in focus, it almost looks like a little Evan pop.
A little bit. Let me, camera, follow me this way. There it is. A little bit, yeah. I don't know. I like him. And then the other one I was talking about is I've got a Stan Lee one they put out around the time he passed away.
Yeah.
So,
which is nice.
But yeah, that's about the size of it. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go for now, Mr. Jim. I might try and get a round of Warzone in with Liam before we go to bed, because that was fun earlier, and I think
is she allowed to Warzone on stream? She curses an awful lot.
Yes. I mean, it's not going to be on stream this time, but I've been having chats about just like I was talking about maybe this coming Friday, having the couple people we were playing with just on stream for some Warzone stuff. And like, she's been pretty restrained about stuff like that, especially if we're in like a big crowded voice chat. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, for now, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the streamy stuff, leave the Discord call, all of that good stuff.
I've been meaning to play more in your Minecraft server because I'm working on stuff in there, but I've just been playing Skyrim on the Switch because that's an addiction. Oh, it's not a big deal. That's the really nice thing about the whole Minecraft server thing is it's up on demand, but it's just really convenient. You don't need to worry about like, I don't know, random people showing up and finding your base and destroying it or anything. Like, it's just a couple people we play with, so it's nice and quiet. I've never seen the appeal of public Minecraft servers. Yeah. Well, and it's tough, you know what I mean? Because like
public Minecraft servers can be fun. I've played on them before, but like they can also just be kind of unpleasant environments depending on the types of people that are on that server. So
I just don't like massive online games because people with anonymity are dangerous.
yeah, that's true. So anyway, I do want to shut it down. It's been a pleasure. If we're going to move to Fridays, I think that'll be really cool. I don't really have any issues with that, so I look forward to playing more games with you in the future, friend.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure.
Cool. I'll catch you next time.
Okay. Bye.
See ya. All right. Well, that's about the end of it. So I'll see people next time. As I said, Fridays might become the new magic day. I don't know. I'll update my stream schedule if that becomes a thing, but other than